Morning. Good morning, everybody. I stole this guy's sugar. He's probably going to be mad. Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. Last day in Miami. We are leaving today to go home. And last night we saw Jay-Z. Amazing. If you ever have a chance to go see Jay-Z in concert, you will not be sorry. It was such a great concert. We had a blast. The girls had a blast. I cannot sleep. I don't know what's wrong with me. I cannot sleep. I went to bed at like 1:30 and was up at 7. I don't know why I can't sleep. Part of me is eager to get home because I have so much work to do, and I need to do laundry and then see the kids, and then I leave tomorrow for LA. But the exciting thing is I go to LA for 2 days and then I come home and I don't leave again until mid-December. So I get to just be home for a few weeks, the holidays, like Charlie's birthday. Happy birthday, Kathy. So I did see somebody this morning who stopped me and said, I saw your Coffee Talk about pooping in the hotel, and it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. So I guess good news travels fast. So recently I started paying attention to not only the way people leave my life, but the way I choose to leave other people's lives. A lot of times, my expectation for the way people leave my life is not even the way that I'm willing to leave other people's life. Like when people decide they don't want to be my friend anymore, they want to leave my life, I want like a grown conversation. I want like an explanation. I don't even afford that to other people. I don't even have the courtesy at times to give that to other people. Sometimes I just cut them off with no explanation. And I believe truly that the way people leave is very telling. Very telling. Including myself, by the way. Including myself. I recently lost somebody in my life, and it broke my heart. And there was no real explanation. And I have come to understand now that sometimes when you disappoint people or when you hurt them, they don't feel they owe you an explanation. And sometimes the way they leave is really harsh and really hurtful. And the energy in their absence is greater than the energy in their presence. Did you ever notice that? But sometimes the energy from someone's absence has a more profound effect on you than the energy of their presence. That's crazy. But anyway, I went back and looked at the way he left my life, and he just switched it up. Like one day we were best friends and the next day we weren't. And I had to really, really look at his decision and his execution with an open mind, because at first I was angry. I was so angry. And then I thought, what would cause somebody to do this? Why would somebody just switch it up on me? Why would they go from being like my best friend to not being my friend? Jamie, you have to look at your behavior. Now, I have told you numerous times I can be very self-destructive. In a lot of ways, I create my own drama. I create my own turmoil. When I start to feel like I need somebody too much, I'm totally self-sabotaging. Oh my God, I need you too much. You've become too important in my life. Let me see what ways I can self-sabotage this relationship because I almost don't feel like I'm worthy. It's really, really a sick pattern. So not only do I have to look at when people leave my life, the way they leave is very telling. Very telling. Also, the way I leave other people's lives is very telling. A lot of times, I just stop responding to people as if they don't exist anymore because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted of setting boundaries. I'm exhausted of explaining to people what I will and won't tolerate. I'm exhausted of being insulted. But it really is twofold. It really is twofold. Because in order for me to be honest about the way I leave other people, I have to start being honest about the way people leave me and why. So I ask you to be very honest with yourself. The last time somebody left your life, where it was impactful for you, did you take the time to figure out why? Did you take the time to think, why did this person leave and why did they leave in the way that they left? Like, if they didn't offer you an explanation, did you take the time to explore why? Have you done any internal reflection? Because listen, it's super easy to go through life and be like, none of it is my problem. I haven't created any of this drama. Everything that happens to me is the fault of somebody else. I totally get it, by the way. That is really a lot easier than looking at yourself and being like, what did I do to cause this? Which, by the way, I don't love doing. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't love looking at my part in everything. But I feel like if I don't, I'm not really being honest with my healing. And you can't heal what you don't feel. That is just a fact, folks. You can't heal what you don't feel. If you pretend it doesn't exist, if you pretend you don't have certain behaviors, if you pretend you're not affecting people in a certain way, you can never heal that part of you. You cannot heal what you don't feel. If you cause people pain, if you cause people not to trust you, or if you cause drama and they leave your life, and you choose to ignore it, you can't see, I don't know what happened. I don't know why she's mad. I don't know why he's mad. I don't know why he's not talking to me. You're never going to heal. You can't heal what you don't feel. You got to take a really long, hard look at the way people leave your life and why. It's very telling, the way people leave your life. And then you also got to take a good, hard look at the way you leave other people's lives. Because you can't heal what you don't feel. That's just a fact. Hold on one second. Ooh, what's that fun noise? Is that more coffee? And by the way, some people don't leave. They just change the parameters of the relationship, and suddenly you are existing in a friendship or a relationship that feels very different to the one you were used to, because they've now set boundaries, or they've now decided they're not comfortable with certain things. And you've got to adjust if you want to continue on in that relationship. A lot of people are not comfortable enough to just cut it off. They're not brave enough to say, I don't want this anymore. So what they do is they don't say anything. They just change the parameters. By the way, somebody that I love, that I'm still friends with, did that to me. She literally just changed the parameters of our friendship. It was like one day we talked all the time, we hung out all the time, and one day I was lucky if I heard from her once every 10 days. And I realized, as hurtful as it was to me, that was what she needed. Listen, I'm not for everybody. You know what I mean? And and I'm not for everybody every day. So it's just something to give thought to. I want to read some of your, oh, well, Kimberly, you're sweet. Thank you. I want to read some of your comments. Moms are difficult. What if they don't leave officially? What if they still hang on in some way? That's what I was saying. is sometimes they don't leave. They just change the parameters of the relationship, and you're expected to readjust. Now you have to take, if you used to talk to them every day, now you can only talk to them once a week. You have to decide if that works for you, because that's what they're telling you they want. That's all the capacity they have to give. You can't heal what you don't feel. Well, if a narcissist leaves your life, CC, thank God and keep it moving. Yeah, I mean, listen, not everybody could be for everybody, God? Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Not everybody's going to be for everybody. I mean, it's just, Kayla Ray, why do people hide the truth of why they leave? Well, a lot of people don't like confrontation, but more importantly, a lot of people are insecure in their boundaries. They don't feel that they have a right to say, this doesn't work for me anymore. So instead, they just leave. Because they're scared. And they don't feel like they are worthy of setting boundaries. I did that to my mom like 50 times. You know how many times I completely cut her off and just didn't talk to her with no explanation? Until I finally got brave enough to say, listen, this is the kind of life I deserve, and this is the kind of relationship with you I want and deserve. And I won't tolerate anything else. You are my mother. This is how it's going to be. You will respect me so I can respect you. See, when we're young, my mother used to say, you don't have to like me, you don't even have to love me, but you will respect me. Well, when you're a kid, that shit flies. You want to demand respect from me when I live in your house? I got you, Susan. I got you. I live in your house. I'm a minor. You're the mother. I have to respect you. But I am 41 years old. Okay? I gave birth to 3 children. I peed my pants at the Jay-Z concert 4 times last night. Yes, 4 times last night. Okay? I pay my mortgage. I go to work. I pay taxes. I vote. I love people. Like, I'm a grown-ass woman. You cannot demand respect from me anymore. It just does not work like that. Respect has to ebb and flow. And I am not afraid. And she should be proud, by the way. She should be proud that her daughter grew into a woman who says, I'm going to set boundaries because this doesn't work for me anymore. You know, it is okay to say, I'm an adult now. I deserve boundaries. Like, what is it about us, especially as women, that we think we have to tiptoe around boundaries? I'm not tiptoeing around boundaries anymore. And I'm working on respecting other people's boundaries, because a lot of times I think my charm and my charisma, you know, can kind of push me over some people's boundaries, but it's really not fair. It's kind of gross. And when men do it, it becomes creepy. So I shouldn't do it either. Like, when people set boundaries, we need to respect them. Like my poor friend Adrian. I don't know how many times Adrian has asked me to stop hugging on her. Really. She doesn't ask for a lot. She's not a hugger. She doesn't like physical affection. And she's constantly like, can you not hug on me? Shit, I wrote a whole chapter about her in my book. She built a wall of pillows because the girl thought I was going to try to seduce her. She has set boundaries with me 100 times. And then every time we're together, anywhere, I hug on her because I love her so much and I just want to love her. But you know what? She does not want to be loved that way. She's trying to set boundaries and I'm ignoring them, which is disrespectful. So now I'm mindful of it. I said it out loud. I'm going to be better. Whoa. I am going to be better about it. Adulting is hard. It's exhausting. It really is. Like, respecting why people leave and then understanding why you leave, it's exhausting. All right, I don't know what's happening. All right, I'm going to go wake up the girls because we have to get ready. But I love you guys so much. And I want the absolute best for you and for me. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here. I love you guys so much today. Have a great, great day.